Alright, so hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and Baro Teer has come once again and on PCs on the Latron relay on Mercury. Now the new item this time around is the final piece of the Prisma Latron set, so the chess piece. And at first I wasn't quite sure about this one because it looks a little bit odd on Excalibur, but once I tried it on a couple of Warframes, it actually looks quite nice. Then we have some primed mods, so we're starting off with Primed Ravage for 110% bonus crit damage on shotguns, followed by Primed Target Cracker for 110% bonus crit damage on pistols. Then there's Primed Charged Shell for 165% bonus electricity damage on shotguns, and we top it all off with Primed Continuity for 55% power duration on frames. Then he once again brought the Domus Siandana, which is a decent enough looking Siandana. The model is a small Lysa landing craft, which is pretty cool, I think. Then there are two landing craft skins, starting off with the Mantis Prisma skin, which is, surprise surprise, a skin for the Mantis landing craft, which looks really good, and the second one is the Lysa Cydonia skin, which also looks very nice. The one thing about this one is don't use bright colors, because it can be blinding. Next on the menu we have a full set of the Eos Prime armor, and it is a set, you can't buy it piece by piece this time around, so we have the shoulder plates, the chest plate and the spurs. This is still one of my favorite armor sets in the game because it's not too bombastic, so it fits most of the frames really well, and it can add a nice splash of prime onto any frame if that's what you want to do. Following that we have some weapons, starting off with the Prova Vandal, which is a Corpus Standstick, which is technically a machete that has mediocre crit, decent status, and it does primarily electricity with a decent amount of impact as well. And the second weapon is the Prisma Angstrom, which is just a better version of the standard Angstrom, and it is kind of like a mortar pistol that's probably more dangerous for you than it is for the enemy you're shooting at. Think Kuva Brahma, but with heavy caliber kind of dangerous. And now it has mediocre crit with slightly above average crit multi, really good status, and it does pure blast damage with kind of like a charge firing mechanism, where if you just tap it, it will fire 1 round, but if you hold it, you can fire up to 3. Moving on from there, we have an emote in the form of the Teer presence, which you can buy for 1 million credits, and all this does is just makes you stand the way Baro Teer does. After that, we have the Teer earpiece, which is an operator cosmetic, and surprise surprise, it is an earpiece, so here's what changing the primary color will do. And unfortunately, changing the secondary color doesn't do anything here. Up next we have some Elixir skins, starting off with one for the Sonicor, which looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, all the Elixir skins do, but this one is particularly nice with all the little details and stuff. And the second one is for the Redeemer, which I do believe was the first Elixir skin, and it still holds up. It is just absolutely fantastic. And yes, you can use this on both the standard Redeemer as well as Redeemer Prime. Then Baro once again brought the Mesa Immortal skin, which is probably my favorite Immortal skin. It just looks damn fantastic on both the standard Mesa as well as Mesa Prime. And yeah, as I've said, this is probably my favorite Immortal skin. It just looks really good. And then, and I'm not entirely sure if this has ever happened before, we actually have a second Immortal skin, which is the Zephyr Immortal skin, which will also fit both on the standard Zephyr as well as Zephyr Prime. And for this one, I think I prefer it on the standard Zephyr because I feel like it clashes a little bit with the prime parts on Zephyr Prime. After that, we have the Nexus fur pattern, which is just a fur pattern for your Kubro, and following that we have the Prisma Neberus shoulder plates. And I don't think these look half bad, they're actually quite nice, especially if you're looking for something a little bit spiky. Then he once again brought the Pyros Agatra, which is just a small cosmetic accessory for your melee weapons that will sort of just dangle off the handle or both handles if you're dual wielding, and it can be colored separately to the melee weapon. Then we have some Orbiter decoration, so we have the Asra Luxum ornament as well as the Paspa Luxum ornament, so here is what they look like. And you know what? I think they look pretty nice. Then we have a Baro specific relic, this time around it's Axi A2, and this is the one that has all the parts for Lex and Aklex Prime. And this is the only way to get these relics. Now, after that, we have the Corrupted Bombard Spectre blueprint, which will summon a Corrupted Bombard and a Corrupted Drone to aid you in combat. However, it is consumable, so once you use it, it's gone. And the final item is, as always, the Sons of Inaros questline blueprint, which is the item you need if you want to get Inaros. Now, as far as my recommendation this time around, I would definitely go for Primed Continuity and Primed Target Cracker first. Those are the two most important ones. Primed Continuity is really good for a ton of Warframe builds, and Primed Target Cracker is just really strong on a ton of different secondaries. The shotgun mods are really good as well, but you're not gonna use them as often as something like Primed Target Cracker or Primed Continuity. So if you have limited decades, definitely go for Continuity and Target Cracker first. And after that, it's pretty much up to you, but then again, this is just my personal recommendation, so if you want to go for the swag and cosmetics first, go right ahead. And that is it for Baro this week, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video and it was helpful, and I will see you on Monday. Bye bye.